Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Fire TV Stick 4K Max Edition. This is the 2023 edition. Just came out, just started to mail out to people. We got an early review unit. We're going to be breaking this all down, telling you the pros and cons of this, and answering the question, should you upgrade from the old Fire TV Stick 4K Max to the new one? With that said, hey, a few disclaimers. This was a review unit that Amazon did send to us, but they don't get to see this review until it goes live on YouTube. They're watching it here just like you are. Second, pricing on this changes so rapidly. It seems like Amazon's always having Fire TV sales. I'll put a link to this in the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment, but typically it's about $59.99 is the list price with it, but it can always change. So check out the current pricing. And all the specs and all the details there are down in the show notes. Lastly, before we get into the full review, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families, hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of cable TV. So with that said, let's take a look at the actual device. Now the device itself is very similar in size to the original Fire TV Stick 4K Max. It has rounded corners now, which is kind of cool, but it hides behind the TV so you don't really see it. It does come with all the necessary cables and batteries for the remote, which is really nice. It does include an HDMI extender. With this being a very thick stick, depending on how your TV sits, it may not properly plug into the HDMI port. It does have this short little cable here that you can use to plug into the HDMI on your TV and give the stick some flexibility so it can fit nicely behind your TV. Works very well, very nice setup. Packaging, everything was great. Amazon always makes it very super easy to open all these devices. The remote is the biggest improvement. It does include 4 pre-programmed buttons. It does include the ability to jump up and down in the channels in the guide, quick jump to the guide, and volume for the TV, all very easy to use. If you've seen the Fire TV Cube remote, this is very, very similar to that. Very nice addition here with that. With that said though, let's actually take a look at this. I'm going to try to review the Fire TV Stick as somebody who buys this in the store, comes home, and plugs it in. Take a look at 2 things. Is it significantly faster than the older Fire TV Stick, and how does it work? Now, a few notes with this. It does have twice the internal storage, which I really like. I wish Roku would increase the internal storage, which means you can install a lot more apps here. As there are more and more free services and other services you may be subscribing to, 16 gigs of internal storage is a lot to hold here. Very nice addition to it with that. Also has a slightly faster processor and other upgrades, but the big one here is the Wi-Fi 6E, one of the newest standards of Wi-Fi. I know the 7 is just starting to roll out, but 6E is blazing fast and it will help you stream a lot better without buffering. So let's take a look at the actual device here. So very nice user interface. One of the big changes they say is coming is to the continue watching here, that this will include shows and movies from more apps. So you'll be able to see continue watching not just from Amazon and Amazon channels, but from all services here. But then it does go through here very quick, very rapid, smooth motion here. I'm very pleased with the Fire TV Stick here with this. It really does a nice job with this, getting in and out of different services and different devices. Let's jump in here to the My Apps area. With it, you can see very quickly loads up everything, and I can take a look at all the apps here with this. Very nice. Let's jump back to the home screen and jump into Freevee just to get an idea of like what is the load time, what's the experience here with this. Let's close that. All right, let's just kind of Emoji Movie. I'm not going to play this for very long, but we actually started watching this. So let's just jump in here to resume. See how it does on the resume. From cold start, I haven't watched this ever on this stick. This was watched on a different device. Let's just see what happens here in a moment. Hey, you know what? That's not bad at all, to be honest with you. That's pretty quick. Now, the user interface is pretty much the same. The experience overall is pretty much the same as a customer here. It does have this nice little guide button when you press the guide button, and it does launch into the guide on the Fire TV here, which has all their free channels included here, which is pretty cool that the old remote doesn't. It also allows me to change the channels just by pressing up and down on the remote here. That's pretty cool. But past that, the remote's pretty similar. My remote did come with presets to Amazon Prime, Netflix, DirecTV, and Peacock. Those quick launch buttons often change, so don't be surprised if yours have different ones with it. But overall, it's very nice. Now, Amazon did say some other changes are coming. Alexa will get an improved conversation mode. You'll be able to say things very soon to it like, Alexa, show me action movies I have not seen before that star Bruce Willis and I can watch for free right now. So search all the services that you have logged into and the free services that they offer and find you free movies with that. So allow better ability to be very specific in what you want. Instead of just saying show me action movies, you can say show me action movies I can watch for free. Show me action movies based on another movie I really liked and more. So new improvements to Alexa coming, not live yet. But overall, should you upgrade to this? Honestly, the speed improvement when I'm just here using this, marginally noticeable. The better Wi-Fi reception is definitely noticeable. I'm in the basement of my home. This is I'm doing this in my home studio. I have two here. And it's in the far corner, kind of far from the Wi-Fi. I did notice that this did slightly better picking up my Wi-Fi signal than my older one. The Wi-Fi 6 and 10 is definitely better. In terms of storage, is a lot better. If you're somebody who deals with that, I think most people won't on Fire TVs, but if you do, that's pretty nice. If you have a really old Fire TV, I would say you would notice a significant improvement. If you're coming from a first generation Fire TV, an early Fire TV stick, an HD Fire TV stick, going to the Fire TV Stick 4K Max will give you a noticeable improvement. But if you have the Fire TV Stick Max and you're happy with it, I wouldn't necessarily say rush out and get this. This is better. It does seem to be slightly faster. It does have better Wi-Fi. But not to the point where it's like, oh wow, this is earth-shattering improvement versus the older. It's a marginal step. This is one more step up on the ladder to be better than last year in a significant way. If I was buying new, I would not buy last year's. I would spend the money and get this one. If I had the old model of the Fire TV Stick 4K Max, I would probably stick with that, to be honest with you. Overall though, 2 thumbs up. It works very well, set up very well, and it's a Fire TV. 2 thumbs up. If you want to find this on Amazon, I will put a link in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. If you have a question I didn't answer, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll love to hear from you. Until next time, take care, be safe. We'll be back again real soon.